Welcome to Free Fiddle Lessons. We're going to do another Don Messer repertoire jig today. This one's called The Old Red Barn. Though I think I read somewhere that sometimes has other names like the Little Red Barn and things like that. But I know it as The Old Red Barn. It's in the key of G. So we're in the key of G, and we start with a big G arpeggio. So the ending breaks the arpeggio. I'm always saying it's an arpeggio and then it changes. So. But in the recording that I learned it from, Don Messer does this really great thing. It just has the best sound where he kind of crams a couple of extra notes, I guess you could call them grace notes, in front of the first open G. And the notes are a B and an A, so it's kind of running the fingers off the string. So those first notes happen in the same bow as the open G. One more time. And then the rest of the phrase. And you can feel it getting ready for the next phrase. So it starts, the second half of that phrase starts on A. So if we put it all together, we have the run off. A. Again. And then we go to D. So that's the second phrase, starts on D. And you could go to E instead of, or open E rather than the fourth finger. If you did that, I would recommend, or either way, I'd recommend leaving your third finger down so you don't have to move it again. So you can either play the fourth finger E or play open E. And then we have a downward scale, almost. We skip C. So we go all the fingers except skipping C down to A. So we put that second phrase together, starting on D. And then the third phrase will be the same as the first. So let's play the first three phrases and then I'll show you the ending. Starting with a rundown. ending starts like the second phrase. But just to clarify, the second time you play the first phrase, which is the third phrase, this is so confusing whenever I say this. The third phrase doesn't have, it just starts right on the G. With the other notes, it doesn't make musical sense to put it in there. But the ending, so it starts the same as the second phrase, but then ends with an arpeggio down. G, D, B, and open G. The whole ending sounds like this. So we'll play the whole first phrase, and on the repeat you would have room to do the run down again. I'm just going to play the phrase once at this point. The B part starts on high G, low second finger on the E string. And we have this little stair step walking up and down pattern that's very common in tunes. Again. And then we have a pickup note to the next phrase, which is a B. The second phrase of the B part starts in the C. Now this is outlining actually a D7 chord. So we have a C natural, which makes this little phrase sound a little unexpected. So it's C, A, F sharp, D, and back to F sharp and A. Now if we add the pickup note, we have a B pickup note, and then to the C. So the second half of that phrase starts on open E. And we're playing an E and then going D, B, G, back up to B and D. So starting from the pickup note, we have B, C. So let's try from the beginning of the B part. We start with a walking down stair step kind of thing, starting on G. Okay, let's play that first two phrases of the B part again. Starting on G. First phrase repeats. The ending starts the same, but so we're ending with a big G arpeggio, G, B, D, and G. But before that, the ending changes from the second phrase a little bit. So we have a pickup note, B, C, that part's the same. But once we go to the D, we walk up the scale to the G. And the G starts the arpeggio. So that whole ending with pickup note. start. Whole tune.